What's up, boys? Welcome back to another Gears video. We're only 13 hours away from the time of recording this video from the multiplayer reveal. The embargo will be lifted and everybody can see all the videos of Gears of War E-Day. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see everything that everybody has. But in this video, I want to talk about what Gears E-Day needs to be for the game to succeed and to live on for another 10 years, 20 years. So let's get into the video. Right, boys, on a little bit of Nexus on Gears 5. Might be one of the last times I'm going to be playing this game. I actually have a plan to do a tournament, to do some tournaments for Gears 5 before the release. But what Gears E-Day needs to be so that the game lives on, succeeds, and stays active. All right, wait, hold on. I think one of the biggest things is going back to the roots of Gears being dark, gritty, heavy characters, big, heavy characters. I feel like in this game and a lot of more recent games, a lot of the characters just don't feel like they have a lot of weight. They just kind of bounce or fly around, bounce around. There doesn't feel like that weight of these heavy, big, heavy characters, you know, moving around the map. So the darkness, the grittiness, the kind of seriousness as well. Gears has always had, you know, some comedy to it, some like kind of light humor and stuff, but it's always been quite serious as well. And they tried, I feel like in the last couple of games, I don't want to be a big hater of the last couple of games, but at the same time, they're just not the same. They don't hit the same as they used to. When it comes to single player, boys, like 4 and 5, I didn't even finish 4, and I reluctantly finished 5, the campaign. It was just wasn't it. The characters were just didn't really care, you know. I feel like a lot of people felt the same. But going back to, they couldn't tell a better story, you know. Story that's never been told before. Emergence Day, Locust are new. To the humans, it's just gonna be amazing. And honestly, I feel like the story mode is gonna be in good hands. I think everything, I'm not worried about it. I think it's gonna deliver. Truly do. I think the emotion is gonna be there that that was there for Gears 1, 2, and 3. Most definitely 3. They've already, with that first little trailer we've seen, done a good job of that. Okay, he's bricked. He's so weak. He's so weak. No. I just need to wrap around him. Wow, this game is actually like, it's actually so cheesed that I can just do that. I could just be 99% and I just do a little dumb wraparound like that, you know. That's just, well, all right. But yeah, next thing I want to talk about is the movement on the game. We've all been I think we're all a bit kind of, you know, skeptical about everything. The movement, we're not too sure, you know. They did come out and say isn't going to be the same. There's aspects of wall bouncing, wall canceling, but it's not any Gears game we've played before, so you know that could be a little bit worrying. I think also it's an important and good change. You know, no roadie running was crazy to see. The more videos I watch on it though, the more I'm used to it, and it's just like kind of not really a big deal, you know. All right, missed that. But hopefully it's not, you know, it's not big and clunky and slow like Gears Reloaded too. We want the polished, fluid game. From some of the trailers, boys, the movement looked pretty quick. It looked like there was kind of like some speed boosts when you're obeying out of covers and stuff like that. I've also seen the ability to jump over things. That's new. We've never had that in games before, so how will that change the combat, you know? How will that change fights in general? It's different, but it's a good different. The game's been the same, you know, for almost 2 decades, you know. So a change is needed, and if it can appeal to more people and get more people in, well then happy days. We've also seen a few new weapons. Boom shot is different. It's like a grenade launcher. We have like a breach shot. Breach shot has been it, but okay, can we just move on this kid? We also saw that Nasher has 6 bullets in it, which is interesting. You know, we've seen them do that before. They did 6 bullets back in the start of Gears 4, 5, boys. Started Gears 5, and then they ended up reverting it because it was it just didn't work. So I wonder where the 6, what the reason for the 6 Nashor bullets is. I wonder if that has to do with some of the lore, or I'm not sure. But it'll be interesting to find out and see how it plays out. And are they going to end up changing it back to 8? And hopefully they explain why. But hopefully the Lancer isn't too powerful. We don't want everybody spamming Lancers. We want a Nashor that's powerful but not like crazy, and that's just consistent. We need a consistent Nashor that works well. All right, the recording stopped for some reason. But anyway, like I was saying, what we need is one universal tuning for the Nashor that's just good, consistent, that works, you know. But also the same goes for movement. I don't understand why the movement. There was different movement in Gears 5 for a different movement tuning for like quick play, for story mode and escape and horde, and then for multiplayer it's completely different tuning. And then say for like Gears 4 it was the competitive mode. The Nashor was completely different, so people are used to this one, how the shotgun works, and then they go to play competitive, it's completely different. All right, this game's a bit laggy and terrible map as well. But I just want to finish off on a couple of points, boys. This game is pretty laggy and it's terrible map. So, boys, I'm just going to finish off on a couple of points, right? I feel like what they need at the start of the game, they need good servers, because we've seen in Gears 5, servers were terrible in the beginning. The game was pretty terrible in the beginning, and so many people just ended up leaving, you know. Nobody wants to play a terrible game. Not in this day and age when there's so many good games that you can't play. Everybody's spoiled for choice. I'm not worried about the story mode. I think the campaign is going to be amazing regardless. We need a good ranked system. One that works and doesn't just fizzle out like we saw in Gears 5, where it just disappeared and turned into a leaderboard. Nobody wants leaderboards. Leaderboards are outdated, boys. We don't need them. People just boost them and everything. It's just terrible. So we need a good ranked system that people care about and people try for. Keep the longevity. But esports, man, I don't know if we're going to see esports. I don't know. Hopefully. Oh my God, there's a guy here. Hopefully we do, but I don't know. Movement that's just consistent all around. A shotgun that's consistent all around. You thought I didn't see him. It doesn't matter in the end anyway. And hopefully we don't get any crazy, dumb, overpowered weapons. Like, you know, nobody wants to see the flamethrower around, you know. People don't like playing around against that. One more thing they need to avoid is splitting the player base too much, to where you can't find games. You can't find games, you know, have to have multiple so many different game modes that are just, you know, not very populated, and everybody's waiting a long time, and having to play on US servers all the time and stuff like that. I mean, that's going to happen inevitably when the game dies down a little bit. Hopefully they don't spread it too much. We need some great content in the store. We need some great unlockables. Keep people coming back and playing and grinding on stuff that you don't just have to buy the entire time, hopefully as well. You have consistent, like, coming out and where they actually updated a lot, and don't spend the entire time just trying to fix the game because they released like a terrible version like in the beginning, like Gears 5. Well, then I think we're gonna be on to something great, boys. I'm so excited for everybody to see what's been going on. I love Gears so much, man, and I just want the game to succeed. So, boys, please do subscribe if you're new, because there's going to be so many videos coming, especially tomorrow. Some scheduled. Hopefully it's just as good as we anticipate. Hopefully, boys, I see you over on the Twitch. I'm going to be back streaming Gears all the time as well, so check out the Twitch. And also I'm going to be giving away a few copies of Gears on X on Twitter, so boys, check out that also. All links in the description. All right, thank you so much for watching, boys. Can I get a 3-piece in the end? No, I can't. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video.